We're going to get to the game. We're going to get to the numbers. We're going to get to the primetime players. But I do need a thought, first and foremost, to lay it out in front of this conversation, what you made of the officiating in the final minute and 10 seconds here. Both sides can be mad about certain things. Green Bay obviously not mad about the result, but what did you see there late in game?
Well, it felt like they had a flight to catch, so you got to get this game over with quick. But in all seriousness, it felt like they were hoping the other ref saw the play and made the call, so therefore you didn't have that cohesiveness that you usually see as a group, as a unit in terms of the referees. So yes, it came down to some of the questionable calls you talked about, but ultimately coaches will tell you this, you know this, Joe, you can't let it come down to the refs. You got to take care of your business throughout the course of the game.
A couple of first half possessions that the Chiefs would have loved had 7 instead of the 3 that they settled for, and that in some ways the difference in this game more than the officiating even was. Let's now talk about the quarterback for Green Bay because he's got his team believing right now. Jordan Love, 25 of 36, 267, 3 touchdowns, looks the best in the world in the eye and says, this is my stadium. You're not coming in here for the first time and coming out with a win. What did you make of the Love performance?
Love the fact that he has that confidence that you want to see from your signal caller. And again, when you're facing adversity, and a lot of times earlier in the season, you heard from Jordan Love detractors that, man, maybe the Packers need to go back into the draft and come away with another quarterback. But Love, that light switch clicked on for him, and he has been playing phenomenal football since about the week 7 mark. So you like to see that because it helped galvanize the rest of the team. You saw the wide receivers now start to raise their level of play, and now we're seeing complementary offense. Run game is popping. The passing game is starting to click, and they're starting to find success deep down the field at the intermediate level, inside the red zone, third down, backed up offense. They're finding ways to win, all because of Jordan Love's confidence, and now he has a complete understanding of the offense. This is his offense now, and we're seeing that manifest itself out there on the field.
Any win is great. They're all welcome. Any win in primetime, even better. Any win in primetime at home, great. Any win in primetime at home against the defending champs of what many consider the best quarterback in the world, that does something for a team. And specifically in that playoff picture, it moves you into it. The 7th seed, now the Green Bay Packers at night's end. What is the identity of this team, Emery? Because I think we were searching for a while. It's a young roster in Green Bay, and they seem to have found something to believe in, even beyond just their quarterback. What's going on in that room right now?
It's the team of we and not the team of me. You like that they're a young group, and they're really rallying around each other. They're lifting one another up. They're playing great complementary football. The front end is helping out the back end on defense. So everything is starting to work perfectly for the Green Bay Packers. So when you have a team that's playing great team ball, things like this will happen against some of the best in the NFL. We've seen that within the best in the division. Green Bay is a team that I feel like no one in the NFC, let's say outside of the top 3, doesn't want to play. So now that you talked about them being at the 7th seed, this is a team that's trending upwards in that NFC North division.
Credit to the head coach for getting the most out of his team when it counts the most. As we take a look now at some numbers coming off of this one, longest win streaks in the month of December. Yes, this is a largely Aaron Rodgers number. 16 consecutive games in the month of December for the Green Bay Packers. 16-0 under their head coach, Matt LaFleur, here in the month of December. When it counts, well, they start counting too. The Packers back in a big way. Let's hear from Pat Mahomes postgame.
They had a good game plan, played a good game. Jordan played great. But at the end of the day, you make too many mistakes, and against a good football team, you lose.
Patrick, what's kind of just your sense of where you are overall right now?
I mean, obviously we're not where we want to be at, but I mean, I feel like we're close. We're playing a lot of good football teams really well, winning some of those games, losing some of those games, and so we're kind of in the go zone now where we got to try to get it going through the stretch, and all we can do is learn from this game and be focused on another challenge this next week coming to Arrowhead.
Patrick, I know it's not that many plays in the fourth quarter, but you didn't get a chance to target Travis. Was there anything that the Packers did, or was it just him not being sort of the guy in the floor with the play caller?
Yeah, I think when I look back at the tape, there's a couple of them I wish I would have gave him a chance. Just kind of in the flow of the game, I went to other spots and I didn't hit the guys on the throws that I did try to make. And when you get to those big moments, you want to give your best guys chances to make plays. And I mean, I don't know for sure yet, but I'm sure there's a couple of them I could have went to them.
Patrick, can you take us through the interception?
Yeah, it's just you can't make that mistake. I saw they were in man coverage, try to get to one of our man checks. The guy went over the top. I probably should have tried to back shoulder Sky. So that's a mistake on my part that you can't make in that situation.
Not the MVS was much of both the MVS, but the one early in the fourth quarter was kind of a seam.
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily a seam post. It's kind of more of a over the top post. I saw the safety. He obviously was trying to bend it away from the corner. And I was trying to kind of just straighten him up a little bit to try to get the throw to him. But I think that's one of those that I think throughout the game we were kind of taking what was there and moving the ball down the field. And I think I could have maybe got through the rest of the progression and got to another spot. So it's just stuff that you have to continue to work on throughout the season.
We've all seen the replay, trying to get you fine or anything. What do you think of the last call?
I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, obviously the guy was probably a little early, but at the end of the game, they're letting guys play. I'm kind of about that. You let the guys play and let the guys win it on the field. But it's hard. It's a hard job, man. So it's not. When we're in that situation, I can't be wanting a flag. I have to try to go out there and win the game myself and with the rest of my teammates.
Good game for Isaiah overall. Lost his cool at the beginning there. What kind of advice do you have for him?
Man, I love the fire from Pop, man. That gets us going as an offense. Obviously, you got a flag in this situation, but I mean we were already in a bad situation. So I mean it's I never want to take the passion away from a guy. He'll learn from it. I'm sure he won't make that mistake again. But that's the stuff that we need on this team in order to have the success that we want to have.
All right, so Pat, realistic about where the team is right now, not where they need to be, but confident that they can get there. And how could you not be confident? He's already got 2 in the case, and there's a case to be made that this Chiefs team, at full strength, at full go, can stand and throw with just about anybody. But the knockout punch delivered by Jordan Love and the Packers tonight. There's Jordan Love, post-game after the win.
Giving him a chance, hoping something good happens.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm throwing it to Romeo where I think he's going to be. Obviously, the one to Romeo, just kind of the coverage was telling me to go there to him, and threw it up, thinking the safety wasn't going to make a play, and he didn't. But good job by Romeo. It was weird. He couldn't really track the ball at first, and then was able to find it. But that was a great catch by him. So.
I know you take every game as they come, but just how personally satisfying a performance like this for you, to kind of go toe-to-toe with Mahomes and come out on top?
Yeah, it's huge. For me personally, it's just obviously I've had this game, circled for a long time. This is my first start. Obviously didn't play how I wanted to the first game, so being able to see these guys again and get the victory is huge. It was just a great team win tonight. Everybody just balled out. So, but it was an awesome win.
Jordan, going back to the passes to Romeo and Christian, can you just talk about kind of the cat and mouse game between you and Spagnuolo and whether he was going to send it all at you and just how you played that, reacted to it all on those 2 plays?
Yeah, you just got to, with this defense, you never know when they're going to bring it. They do a really good job disguising their stuff, so you kind of always got to be alert for it, try and pick up on the little tells, the little keys. But yeah, on that one to Christian, they did end up bringing it. We got to a protection that picked it up, was able to give me enough time to just kind of buy some time and let Christian work and put it up for him, and he went up there and made a great play.
You said the coverage on that 4th and 1 to Romeo was kind of showed that you should throw it there. What did you see? What was about the coverage that showed you that? And obviously they're bringing it, right? So how's that calculating your mind getting rid of the ball?
Yeah, we kind of have like a 3-level throw, and number 2 ran a shorter out route. I felt the safety kind of grabbing him and kind of let Romeo go. So I just put it up there, and yeah, the safety he wasn't able to get back to that play. But yeah.
Jordan, you have 3 touchdown passes tonight, all against blitzes. I think you're like 8 touchdowns, no picks in the last, I think actually all season against blitzes. Why are you guys so much better at that now than maybe, I know 2 years ago was a long time ago, but why are you so much better at that, do you think?
Yeah, I think me personally, it's just being able to see this stuff. I've got more reps, I'm more comfortable, understanding where I need to go with the ball. I think the O-line is doing a great job just being able to pick this stuff up. It's not easy when they're bringing the all-outs and these blitzes, things like that, but they've been doing a great job giving me time. And then receivers, obviously, they're having awareness of when they need to be open. and how long I got, and then just going out there and making plays. But it's definitely something we as a team have just we've practiced. We know it's something teams are going to bring, and we got to be able to execute and go out there and make sure they don't do it again.
And then on the sack right after the 2-minute warning, you got to keep the clock running there. You're better to take the sack there just to burn more time, or was that not part of the thinking?
No, we ran a play. We were trying to, get a shot over the top. They ran a coverage that wasn't really ideal for the play. Kind of played outside leverage on number 3, so we didn't have a great look at it. Instead of just forcing it, just take the sack right there, keep the clock running.
Jordan, you guys were 2-5, 3-6. It's easy to say, just stick together, win the next game. How do you guys keep this season from unraveling it even further?
I think it's everybody in the locker room. From the top down, everybody's just trusted it, stayed together. No one's wavered. Obviously, it wasn't easy at the beginning of the year. It wasn't how we go. Wasn't exactly how we planned or wanted it to go. But everybody just stuck together. We just kept our head down, kept working every week, showing up with the mindset that we just got to take it 1 week at a time and know that we're not a bad team. We're a good team. We just haven't been able to finish these games. So I think everybody's just stayed together though.